This tutorial is to demonstrate the Notes and Communications tabs of the Z system. So what these two tabs are for is to provide a forum for you to enter useful information for other members of the support team to know. So that is in the Communications tab. And the Notes tab is really there for you to put down your thoughts and ideas and any sort of important information that you may have previously written in a book or on another place on your computer that really helps you work with this athlete moving forward. So firstly, we will enter a communication. You can see the process behind it. I'm just going to increase the screen size there. Firstly, I'm going to click Add, and what we will see is there are a few options there. Each of these options have a predefined form that opens up. So I'm going to select Meeting, and what I'm going to do here is write a basic description that will allow other providers to roughly see what the content of this meeting was. I'm going to select Nutrition, and I'm going to write some basic information here. I'll keep it brief. Save that. And what we'll see when we go back to the main page is that there's a new line on the top there that says what happened, and that may be useful for another provider to get a feel for whether their strategy is now ready to go ahead. For example, an S&C person may be waiting for that athlete to visit the nutrition provider to then move on to a next part of his program. Anyhow, something that we didn't look at, which I will show you now, which is you can add a document to that communication. So I'll reopen that particular communication up, and over on the right hand side here you'll see a Documents tab. So I'm going to click on that, which will take us to a blank page. Just going to make the screen size a bit smaller, drag in a file, and we are done. So that file is now attached to that specific communication. So if the nutrition provider came up with a written plan or a document that may be useful for people to see, there you go, it's now attached to that particular communication. Now we will add a note. So I'll move to the Notes tab. As you can see, there are 3 notes in there already, but I'm going to add a new one. So I'm going to click Add. I'm going to select the discipline. In this case, I will select S&C. Click into the Details section. I've already written a note, so I'm just going to paste it in there. And I'm going to click Save. And so basically what I just did is I added a note that was really for my understanding. A coach or some other providers may find it useful, but primarily it was for my understanding and recollection next time that I have a discussion with this athlete or coach. So as you can read there, a little bit of detail, a little bit of thoughts and ideas around what the background to a meeting was, and I can just collect a history over time of my discussions with that particular athlete and or coach. So there, in both the communications and notes sections, there's a feature that I haven't discussed yet, which is called the private box. So as you can see here, if I check that note private, what it means is that no one can open that other than me. So I'm just going to click Save. Similarly, in the communication section, there is a private box too. So if you have written a note or written a communication, you can make it private. Private means that other people are not able to see it.